Welcome one and all to the Cine Geeks podcast, where movies, TV, and all things geek collide. I'm Roy, still joined by my lovely co-host Angela.
Hello.
Hey Angela, and hello to everyone listening, whether you're here for the first time or you're a returning listener or subscriber. And for today's episode, we will be doing something very different from our usual routine of reviewing movies, TV shows, and the like. And we will talk about something that we believe has always been topical, in the realm of film, sometimes in TV, but is trending in the news lately for totally different reasons that we're gonna get to later on. And that is method acting.
Ooh,
Yes.
I'm sure you heard it lately in the past week or so.
Oo.
Yeah. But before we continue, of course, we'd like to remind everyone who hasn't done so to follow our pod wherever you listen to podcasts like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Threads, Letterboxd, X aka Twitter, and Blue Sky so you can join in on the fun. And don't forget to visit our website, cinegeekspod.com, for the latest in movie and TV news and reviews.
Yeah. And send us your questions, suggestions, and feedback to our email address, cinegeekspod@gmail.com. And by the way, please join us on our Facebook group called Cinegeeks PHHQ. There, you can interact with us and your fellow Cinegeeks.
Alrighty then. So, before we dive into our discussion
Okay.
about method acting, because I think we will really need to focus on that. And
First.
yung kumbaga parang ano siya kaya siguro natin napag-isipan na mag-episode tungkol sa method acting. Kasi para siyang, ayoko naman sabihin na nababastardize yung definition niya dahil dun sa kung naman yung gulo dyan sa balita ngayon.
Kind of like the term nonchalant.
Parang, God. Yung mga ganun na
They
parang,
just throw it away.
let's set the record straight.
Okay.
Kung ano man yun. Okay? Pero we'll get to that later on, as we said. Ngayon, okay, before we dive into method acting, we just wanna talk about something real quick. An event that we were invited to cover recently. Actually, we were invited to cover this event by our very good friend of the podcast, Miss Ika Cheng.
And of course, FPJ Jr.
Yes, of course, FPJ Jr., two good friends of the podcast. We were invited to cover the media launch of Brick Wall BGC in Uptown Parade.
That's right.
All right, so real quick, Brick Wall BGC is the official home base, kumbaga, of Comedy Manila.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you're familiar of their podcast, The Cool Pals.
Yes, one of our favorite podcasts as well.
That's right.
That's right. And mabilisan lang, it's very refreshing first off to see na meron tayong comedy club na catering to yung stand-up comedy that I would say na is more to our liking. Kasi hindi mo naman masasabi sa Pilipino na hindi uso yung ganong klaseng lugar Diba? I mean, back in the mid-aughts, sobrang heyday sa Tomas Morato niyang mga punchline, laugh
clowns.
line, clowns, yung
diba?
mga ganon. That were established by such legends as sila Alan Kay,
Yes.
sila
And that's where
Jan Lapus,
Vice Ganda actually started out.
where
Diba?
she was discovered. That's right. Yes. And dito naman, so may mga ganong klase. So I would categorize those places comedy bars.
Yes.
Yon, kasi yun yung mga lugar na talagang anything goes. Na, well, dito din naman. Pero meron siguro siyang more leaning na talagang balahuraan, kumbaga.
Yeah, there is written
Lowbrow.
material.
Yon, I guess that's the term. Lowbrow.
Well, depende sa'yo.
Well, I mean, siguro yung mga ganun, yung mga laugh line, punchline clowns, mas talagang prepare, kumbaga sa Enchanted Kingdom, kung sasakay ka ng Rio Grande Rapids, parang prepare to get wet.
Okay.
Dito sa mga comedy bar,
Literally and figuratively.
I mean, if you're into that kind of thing, yun. Pero dito, yung sa comedy club na yung Brick Wall,
Yeah.
with Comedy Manila, it's more akin to the ones that we see from the States, di ba?
Netflix
Yung sa
specials, yeah.
Yung mga ganong stand-up comedy, yung Laugh Factory in LA, grabe yung, yung pedigree ng lugar na yon, na it has created or given a platform to some of the most legendary of comedians.
And also
in the
yung
States.
di ba? Second City?
Ano yun hindi comedy club yun. Ano yun? Improv troupe yun. Grupo sila ng
Improv
tao.
naman. So that's a different kind pa, subgenre.
Iba pa yan. Pag sabing comedy troupe, more na group of people lang sila. Wala silang base. Wala silang lugar.
Okay.
Yun. Mas more yun yung parang Comedy Manila. Yun sila. Ganun
sila
yan.
yung comedy troupe.
Sila yung comedy troupe. Oo. Yun. Pero, yung Laugh Factory, yun yung comedy club na pwede kang mag-stand-up, pwede kang sketch. Not necessarily sketch, pero pwede kang mag-open mic, yung mga
Or
ganun.
improv din.
Pwede din, mga ganun. Oo. Yun. Anyway, dito naman sa atin, again, this is, or if I'm not mistaken, okay, kung tama yung ano ko, this was already an establishment. So parang nag-rebranding lang sila.
I see.
Na maging comedy club in partnership with Comedy Manila.
Mhm.
And we were treated to a fantastic night last Wednesday,
Yes.
December 4th,
Mhm.
to fantastic performances by such comic geniuses as GB Labrador,
Yeah. Nonong Balinan, James Caraan,
Miss Marge De Leon,
mhm,
and I'm forgetting
si Roger,
a couple of names. Si Alexis Tabafunda.
Alexio.
Alexio Tabafunda,
Yeah.
sorry. Si Alexio Tabafunda, and of course, the one and only, the Godfather.
The OG.
The OG Filipino stand-up comic.
Yeah, Jokoy could never.
Uh,
Yeah, I said it.
Run. We were also treated to a short performance by the OG Filipino stand-up comic, Phil-Am legend Rex Navarrete.
Starstruck talaga ako.
Grabe.
As in, alam mo, VHS ko pa siya napapanood nung bata pa ako.
Alam mo yung
I mean, that's an age reveal.
yung
But
YouTube, kakasimula pala ng YouTube yan. Yung mga 2006.
oh,
Yung, tawag dito, yung SBC Packers.
wow.
Yay! Woohoo!
Mga core memory unlock.
Ang tanda na natin.
Oo nga eh.
Oo. Pero, yun nakakatuwa sa kanya eh. And this was also, I guess, touched upon the press conference that transpired after their performances. Na sinabi niya na talagang ang kanyang pinaghuhugutan lang ng material niya, kumbaga, is just trying to find the funny in the Filipino experience or even yung Filipino-American experience.
Yeah.
Being na laki siya sa States.
Mm-mm.
Yun. And we were treated to a fantastic set.
Yeah. And of course, ako naman, personally, we already know the legendary Rex Navarrete and his famous bits and, material. And nakita na nga natin how it was na-reproduce na ng walang awa ng ibang he who shall not be named. Pero, what is very new here this time is yung talagang homegrown. Doon ako excited.
Yes, actually. Yung gandang point niyang sinabi mo. And before Rex went on stage, yun na nga, we were treated to performances by Comedy Manila stand-up comics like yung nga sila GB,
Yeah.
sila James, Marge, Alexio,
Roger.
si Roger, si Nonong. And even though, siguro sabihin natin, for 5 to 7 minutes lang yung set nila each, pang-klase talaga yung nila. Grabe yung nakaka-excite yung prospect na this kind of venue will foster possible emerging talent na siguro dati hindi sila makahanap ng lugar. Kasi parang one would be yung lugar na convenience ba, kung makapag-commute, yung mga ganong klaseng yung realities.
Yeah.
Pero ito na, nasa gitna siya kahit papano, madali yung access transportation-wise.
Yes.
Diba? Na parang, if you think you have the skill for stand-up comedy, anong araw nila sinabi? Tuesdays ang kanilang open mic doon sa Brick Wall BGC. And that's located at the second floor of Uptown Parade. Right above the Starbucks Reserve branch in the same place.
Yes.
Yan. So, yung sinabi mo naka-starstruck ka kay Rex,
Yeah.
ako medyo doon ako na-starstruck sa kanilang kina Cool Pals eh. Kina GB tsaka kay James. I mean, si GB just go,
I love you, honey.
every time may scene tayo, biglang, I love you, honey. Yung
Yeah.
dun sa MTRCB na ad before every film. Pero, we also have been watching him and his stand-up comedy way before pa.
That's
na
true.
Yung, especially during the pandemic, na
Yeah.
dinivour lang natin yung mga material niyang ganyan. And then, yun na nga na, nung nagbukas-bukas na, tapos itong nagkaroon nga sila ng podcast na yung Cool Pals, yung nakakatuwang pakinggan yung
Yeah.
yung bilis ng utak nilang gawa ng sobrang talagang side-splitting na material. Pinaka ako sa akin ng props ko, bibigay ko kay James. Karaan talaga. It's the set of the night.
Yeah.
Talagang, alam mo
Millennial 90s kid ang kanyang
yung slant niya. Yung kanyang, Pero may isa siyang joke na ginawa din na talagang, yeah, let's go there.
Yeah, you can totally relate.
Let's fucking go there.
Yeah,
Hindi lang
I
yun.
know.
Hindi yun, yung isa pa.
Okay.
Yun. I mean, we don't
Very
want to...
provocative,
Yes,
but still funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's what comedy is supposed to be about.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be provocative. Sabi nga dun sa, di ba, sa Blades of Glory, yung sinabi ni Will Ferrell kay John Heder, na parang nobody knows what it means. Nobody's supposed to know what it means. That's why it's provocative. It's supposed to get the people going.
Yeah,
Yun lang yun.
Yun lang yun.
Oo. That's what comedy is supposed to be about.
True,
Ngayon,
true.
if you are easily offended, we would suggest na you steer clear of this place.
Just watch Jokoy maybe.
Yes. Oo, yan si Jokoy. Joseph, yun.
Yan, Joseph.
Ganda naman yung kaya niya.
Walang katapusang Joseph.
Joseph. Puro tayo Joseph. Pero, if you are willing to dive headfirst into some of the best comedy in the country, okay? Even in the world, for that matter, we highly recommend na you schedule a trip to Brick Wall, BGC, in Uptown Parade. Got anything to add to that?
Nothing. I'm just so excited to be back. Kasi God knows I need to laugh. Lalo na sa mga taong stressed, katulad ko, I'm pretty sure you will have the time of your life there.
True.
Talagang makakalimutan mo yung problema mo. Tatawa ka lang all night. Kung gusto mong ng talagang laughing good time, yeah, just check that place out.
Yes.
You won't
Again,
regret it.
Brick Wall BGC, located at the second floor of Uptown Parade, right above Starbucks Reserve. Okay, dokie then. Let's now go over the main event. Ding, 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 ding. The main event of the evening. We'll talk about a topic that, as was stated at the start of the show, has always been controversial in the realm of acting.
Even more so lately, actually.
Yun na nga, but is currently becoming the butt of a local joke here in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Again, pag-uusapan natin yan mamaya. Pero, what is it? It's method acting. Yun. So, disclaimer muna, bago tayo magsimula nito. Baka kasi
Disclaimer?
kailangan to eh. Kasi baka kasi merong mga learned na mga degree dyan. Yung mga may graduate na mga
Baka
film
iba't actually
schools.
tayo.
Baka biglang iba't actually nyo kami. I mean, sige, go, but actually us, because that's engagement. We won't stop you.
Yeah.
Pero uunahan na namin kayo. Hindi kami graduate ng film school, hindi kami graduate ng acting school, hindi kami best friends ng mga director, ng mga screenwriter. So wala kami, mga actor. So wala kaming insider knowledge, kumbaga. Okay, this is purely from the perspective of two avid movie fans. As in, talagang for the past 2/3 of our lives, we've been exposed to movies, TV shows. Siyempre, may mga times na makita na, Mami, bakit ganun? Bakit parang ang OA niya o acting? Yung mga ganun, di ba? So parang, as you grow older, you realize that there are aspects to this thing that you're interested about. And including na yun, which is method acting. Yun. So, ayoko naman maging parang classroom-ish style to. Pero siguro bigyan muna natin ng parang definition, kumbaga, bago tayo mag-deep dive sa ating topic. So, according to the Cambridge English Dictionary, okay, method acting is a style of acting in which an actor tries to understand and feel the emotions of the character he or she represents.
Okay.
Yun. So, pretty straightforward.
Isn't it just normal acting? I mean, a lot of people would ask that, di ba? Kasi when you act normally as an actor, you really put yourself in the shoes of the character you are portraying. So how is it different from normal acting? What sets it apart?
Well, I mean, pwede mo namang sabihin kasi na may mga actors na, and I mean, we see them a dime a dozen these days. Yung mga tipong sasabihan lang na, ganito eksena mo ngayon ha? Ganito dapat mo. Ikaw, yung acting mo, isa kang asawa na nag-cheat yung asawa mo sa'yo. Okay? Isipin mo yan. Tapos, ito yung sasabihin mong linya. Pero, yung mga ganon, parang, I don't think those actors take the time to parang internalize. Na tipong, siguro pag sinabi mong method acting, yan yung tipo na talagang gagawa ka ng backstory dun sa sitwasyon ng actong character mo.
You mean you'll fabricate your own
Real-
backstory?
You'll fabricate your own reality, even just to get into the headspace of the character that you're playing. Yun. So parang may big difference yun.
Mm.
Kasi, I mean, you tune into any local drama, I don't think they're doing method acting.
Mhm.
I
They're
mean,
acting.
They're acting, oo. Sometimes, I don't think they're even acting.
Pero meron daw local method acting eh.
Dititip natin yung mamaya.
Balikan natin.
Balikan natin yan. Pero, ito mabilisan lang siguro, trivia lang to. And I'm pretty sure na kapag may nakikinig sa atin, kahit tayo, pag natanong to sa game show, baka manalo tayo na sa milyon. Method acting is actually something that was introduced. Not really parang may pioneer siya, pero parang siya yung nakagawa ng sistema ng how to ng mga actors sa method acting.
Mhm.
And that was the Russian theater practitioner, Konstantin Stanislavski.
Mhm.
Yan. So, meron siyang ginawa na pangalan is the Stanislavski system. And I'm reading off of Wikipedia. It says here that the system is a systematic approach to training actors developed in the first half of the 20th century that cultivates what Stanislavski calls the art of experiencing. It mobilizes the actor's conscious thought and will in order to activate other less controllable psychological processes. Yun.
Okay, so parang it's like they're losing oneself in order to step into this character on paper.
Oo. Yun. Parang,
Pero they're taking it to the extreme.
yes. Kumbaga, let's say, I guess we can now go over yung parang illustrations or examples, kumbaga, para mas mag-guide tayo sa ating discussion. Famous method actor, Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Oo.
I mean, yung isang scene niya yung my left foot, pilay siya dun, di ba?
Mm.
Hindi naglakad si Loco for the duration of the shoot. He was in a wheelchair the whole time. And he
Even outside studio?
South studio. The whole time he was shooting, he was quote-unquote pilay.
Oh, ayun ang
Naka-wheelchair
method
siya.
acting.
Yun, exactly yun. Yun ang sinasabi. So, kumbaga, nawala si Daniel Day-Lewis.
Mm.
And ang pumalit doon, and his stead was Christy Brown. Yung character niya sa My Left Foot.
So he's not Daniel Day-Lewis during the entire course of the shoot.
That is right. Yan,
Okay.
diba?
Okay. So parang si well, ito naman kasi parang may pagka-societal or parang social experiment naman yung kay Sacha Baron Cohen. Kasi parang he also walked around parang shooting Borat as Borat.
Yes.
Pero he's not Sacha Baron Cohen.
Mhm. Nope.
Pero he's disguised. Would you also consider that?
I think so.
Method acting?
I would say, yes. The method acting yun. Kasi he takes on the thought process, the emotions, the mindset of a different quote-unquote person. And yun naman kasi, siguro parang hindi siya kasing, I don't want to say celebrated kasi we love the Borat character.
Mm.
Pero hindi siya ginagamit na prime example because it's for comedy.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Mhm.
Pero, I guess ito, ma-recognize mo to. Joker, Heath Ledger, Dark Knight.
Akala ko si Joaquin Phoenix
Yun din. I mean, both of them. Well, 3 people have played Joker
In
method acting. And out of the 3, 2 are successful. Okay? The one took 30 seconds to go to Mars.
Oo.
Okay?
Ay, oo. Naalala ko yung kay Jared Leto na nagpadala siya ng parang creepy gift kay Margot Robbie.
Pinadalahan niya ng gamit na kondom lahat ng mga kasama niya sa Suicide Squad. Exactly.
Yun yung method acting niya.
Dala ko sa kanya kung bakit yung method
Or
acting
is
yun.
he just insane?
I mean, yes.
Well, people make ang daming tao na ginagamit na excuse yung method acting for their
Oo.
own,
Nefarious. Another
Yeah.
tease for later.
Mhm.
Pero yun, balikan na natin yung dalawang Jokers na successful.
Mm.
Kumbaga, let's start with Heath Ledger. Yun. Before The Dark Knight, and siguro nung mas younger cinephile pa ako, kasi I would be lying if I said na Dark Knight wasn't, kumbaga, yung entrada ko to becoming a bigger cinephile
Mm.
than I was before that movie. Pero I will admit na I wasn't familiar with yung back catalog ni Heath Ledger.
Mm.
Until nagkasama
What?
tayo. Yun na nga
You're not familiar with A Knight's Tale?
ito na nga. Nung naging tayo nga, doon mo sa akin pinapanood yung A Knight's Tale,
Ah.
10 Things I Hate About You.
Oh my God.
Yung mga ganong Heath Ledger na I was so surprised
Mm.
to know
Yeah.
na one of the most diabolical villains in film history was portrayed by a goofball.
Was a rom-com dude.
Was a rom-com dude.
Yeah.
Lalo na yung sa Knight's Tale, nakakatuwa siya dun.
Oo, cute-cute.
Sobrang
nun.
niyang, para siyang, yay, parang pare, oy bro, yay, what's up? Parang gusto mo siyang kasama mag-inuman, na parang tawa lang kayo ng tawa. So parang, and it has been documented, how he talagang dove, hindi lang head first, entire body first into becoming Joker, na may ginawa pa siyang yung diary.
Yung journal niya.
Yung journal niya.
Oo.
Na, I mean, it was with the dialogue nung sa Dark Knight. Pero makikita mo yung gabi yung disturbing imagery na dinodrawing niya doon.
Yeah, nakaka-trigger nga yung mga ganun.
Diba ganon?
Oo.
Yung
Yun naman yung sobrang taken to the extreme, to the point na parang it drove him to madness talaga.
Yun yung yun yung nakakatakot na side effect ng pagiging method. And maliban kay Heath Ledger, I mean, we'd be remiss to not point out yung kanyang Dark Knight co-star, si Christian Bale. Yun naman, kung kay Ledger is psychological, yung kanyang parang naging transformation into the Joker, Christian Bale is famous for inflating and deflating his body.
Yun naman, ibang klaseng method din.
For
Pareha
roles.
sila ni Joaquin Phoenix actually.
Yun. Di ba?
Yung sobrang pag-drop ng weight talaga.
Oo.
To the point na sobrang bones na lang.
Yung sa Machinist.
Oo.
Mga klase.
Tsaka yung Joker 1.
Hindi, sabihin ko kay Christian Bale muna.
Okay.
Yun. Yung same method sila na talagang they kumbaga they can control themselves. Pero mas famous si Christian Bale kasi for talagang yung physical transformation. Kasi,
Grabe yun.
di ba, may yung Machinist, sobrang butot balat niya. Tapos, meron ka naman yung Vice. Yung kay Dick Cheney na sobrang taba naman niya. And kahit sa American Hustle.
Oo nga. Sobrang unrecognizable niya, no? In every role he portrays. Ganun yung style niya ng method acting. You really can't see Christian Bale anymore.
That's true. Ito, sige, we'll talk about Joaquin Phoenix in a moment. Pero yung isang pinaka-recent na sa aking muntik nang maging Heath Ledger ulit, buti na lang hindi psychopath yung character niya, si Austin Butler.
Really?
Di ba grabing hindi niya ma-shake off yung Elvis accent niya hanggang nag-Oscars.
Oo nga, no? Yung
Diba?
boses niyang weird na
Parang,
parang...
yeah, thank you very much. Pero siya ganun talaga.
Oo nga.
Na sobrang
Absorb niya talaga.
siya na parang pagkatapos nung sine, napaka-husk niya. Elvis husk siya. O nawala na, ang tagal bago bumalik ni Austin Butler.
They treat themselves kasi as parang tabula rasa eh. They need to wipe themselves off of the, the canvas in order to paint a new one. Yung character na ginagampanan nila. And yeah, sometimes you lose yourself in the process if you don't have, a strong foundation of self or a strong sense of self.
True. And unfortunately, yun na nga, Ledger succumbed to that. Hindi niya kinaya yung kanyang method niya. Pero, we'll now talk about the other Joker, which is Joaquin Phoenix. I mean, before his award-winning take on the clown prince of crime, he has been everywhere. I mean, my God, yung dun lang sa Gladiator, di ba? One, yes. We don't talk about Gladiator. No. Yun na, yung kanyang role as Commodus, yung Gladiator.
Grabe yun.
Yung grabing talagang parang, I'm pretty sure Joaquin, as bristly as he is in person, I mean, he's an okay guy. Pero parang for him to parang outfit himself in the mindset of an incestuous, murderous, insecure asshole, ibang klase yung level ng commitment mo sa craft mo para magampanan yun eh.
Iba yung dating niya eh. Yung looks niya, yung micro-expressions, and yung nuance ng mga words niya, the way he delivers his lines. Talagang iba eh.
True. Isa pa sa mga roles niya as yung Joaquin Phoenix doing method, of course, si Johnny Cash, yung Walk the Line, yung sila ni Reese Witherspoon ba?
Yes.
Yun, na gampanan niya si Cash beautifully. Parang, ang alam ko pa nga ata dito na
nominate ba siya?
Alam ko, oo eh.
He really cashed in. Sorry, Comedy
Yun.
Manila.
He was nominated for a he won a Golden Globe, nominated for a BAFTA, and Academy Award. Yun.
Okay.
Pero at least yun, they recognized, deservedly so.
Mm-mm.
And another method acting tour de force ni Phoenix before I move forward was The Master. Yun. One of the last few roles, sadly, of Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yes,
Yan.
I remember.
P.T.
Inisip ko
Anderson,
pa. Oo.
yung allegory for Scientology.
Yes.
Gabi yun, talagang sobrang niyang, hindi naman siya nag-machinist level na emaciated talaga. Pero alam ko,
Physical transformation.
may physical, kasi para siyang meron siyang dinevelop na physical stature para dun sa character niyang si Freddy dun. Yung parang nakaganon siya. Nakahukot. Hukot. Kasi talagang akala mo may scoliosis siya the whole time. Tapos yung braso niya naka-chicken wing na nakaganon. Kasi talagang nag-develop siya ng panibagong persona as Freddy Quell.
Grabe, no? Parang dissociative na sila minsan, no?
'Di ba?
Parang nakakatakot yun, no? Makasama sa bahay. Tapos ganun tumayo bigla. Tapos iba yung accent, iba yung way ng pagsasalita, iba yung ugali, iba yung boses. Ganun sila ka-extreme mag-method acting.
Ano kaya yung pagpo-put up ni Rooney Mara sa kanya. So grabe, santa siguro yan si Rooney Mara para mag-put up dun sa kanyang pagiging method niya.
Di ba nga, yung kay Sacha Baron Cohen, parang parang isa sa mga interviews nung sila pa when they were still married.
Ayla Fisher.
Ni Ayla Fisher,
Uh-huh.
sinasabi ni Ayla Fisher na sobrang weird na katabi niya matulog si Bruno.
Si Bora.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Ay, God.
Yon, tapos si Borat kapag in character siya as Ali G, hindi siya nagtatanggal ng mga wigs niya tsaka nung mga
Yung bonnet niya.
Oo,
Oo.
parang it's an entirely different person altogether
That's true.
during the duration of that shoot.
Oo. Pero, eto pa, I mean, since we were talking about Joaquin Phoenix and then si Rooney Mara, nakalimutan ko pala na, my God, Rooney Mara was Lisbeth Salander in the excellent Girl with the Dragon Tattoo
Yes.
adaptation with Daniel Craig.
Mm.
Sorry,
Daniel
Craig. Sorry, sidebar. Nag-guest si Daniel Craig sa Stephen Colbert Late Show.
Kinorek niya yung name niya.
Sinasabi nila na may kasalanan daw si Colbert sa kanya.
Oh.
Sinasabi nila parang, you've been mentioning my name wrong.
Okay.
And naisip ka parang, shit, ako din, fuck, mali yung pagkakasabi ko.
Then, di ka na true James Bond fan. Yeah, we're gonna make bawi.
No.
Your James Bond card.
Ang sabi pala dapat doon, mali yung Daniel Craig. Parang C-R-E-G. Dapat pala Daniel Craig.
Because he's British.
Alam ko, yun na nga eh.
Yeah.
Pero yun nga pala kasi nahahagip ka. Sobrang niyang subtle eh. Craig. Daniel Craig. Yun, di ba?
Daniel Craig.
Kahit sabihin mong Craig.
Craig.
Lalo na pag nagmamadali ka, napapa-Craig ka na lang.
Hindi, at saka American pronunciation kasi
Yun na nga,
Craig.
yung mali nga yung Craig.
As in Craig Robinson.
Ay, yung mali nga yung Craig nga dapat eh.
Oo nga, okay.
O yun, sige, mabalik tayo. Yun.
Kasalanan ni Colbert.
Oo.
Ni Colbert.
Colbert. Oo. Yun, sabi niya, I don't come here to your show and I call you Colbert. Anyway, yun na nga. So, Daniel Craig was with Rooney Mara in Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and Mara was in method acting as well as Salander.
Kaya pala sila magkasundo.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Pala sila ng saltik. Ay, nako. Anyway, ayun. So, those are the examples, famous examples of method acting that we know, or the more popular ones, kumbaga. And some of the least known, lesser known, kumbaga. Now, we want to parang, as movie fans, we want to look at it na parang, does it add anything to the experience of watching a movie? Kung ang pinapanood mong acting method acting. Ikaw, sige. Let's start with the pros, if there are for you. What are the pros of watching a film that involves an actor that does method acting?
Well, for one, I think they really disappear. Well, magandang example dyan is Ariana Grande as Glinda. You really can't see a glimmer of Ariana Grande, the pop star, kasi even her speaking voice changed, diba? Appearance, she changed her appearance. Not just for the character, pero at kahit sa labas, kahit yung yung pop star persona niya, binago niya din. Hindi naman siya blonde before, and hindi naman blonde yung eyebrows niya, pero she stayed like that during the shoot, during sa production ng Wicked.
Pero ayun na nga yung you mentioned yung physical transformation niya. How does that add to how did that add to the experience of watching Wicked for you?
Well, for one, nagkaroon ako ng parang impression na parang, Ariana Grande, we're gonna see the pop star Ariana Grande here. So that was what I was expecting. So dahil dun sa method acting na ginawa niya dito sa Wicked, she became Glinda. I did not see Ariana Grande, the pop star who sang Thank You Next and yung Side to Side. I did not see that. So good thing she did method acting for that role.
Did that parang bring a depth to the character of Glinda dahil hindi mo nakikita si Ariana Grande?
Well, yes. Kasi if I saw Ariana Grande, I will not buy her as Glinda.
Mm-hmm.
So, it did the movie good for me.
Okay.
Another example would be Lady Gaga in House of Gucci. Kasi she completely changed her voice, her accent, and she changed her posture. So, she totally became a completely different person. I did not see especially, I think this applies to celebrities or actors who have established a certain persona, public persona outside as a celebrity. Kasi kailangan talaga nilang mag-disappear dun sa role. Otherwise, you would just see Dwayne Johnson playing Dwayne Johnson. Parang ganon.
So sabi natin, yung pag may scene niya si Dwayne, it's the opposite of method acting. It's Dwayne acting.
Yes.
Because he's Dwayne in every movie he's in.
Or Kevin Hart as
Yun.
Kevin Hart.
Yung may mga ganun no? So, you mean to say na there is a lack of authenticity to the character that they are portraying. Tama ba?
Parang it checks you out
Okay.
of the experience, kumbaga.
Pero in terms of, let's say, yung how you look at the psyche of a character. Kasi pwede mo namang sabihin na may mga actors na they just inhibit a role, let's say, and they're not that invested in being... Ito, sabihin natin, example Ito, naalala mo ba yung sa Moneyball? Yung si Jonah Hill? Yung math guy ni Brad Pitt doon?
Yeah.
Hindi naman siya nag-iba ng kanyang persona. He still looks like Jonah Hill. Nilagyan mo lang ng coat and tie. Pero, it's his acting that sort of lent this authenticity to the proceedings. Yan. Ang question ko, hopefully we can circle to this later, is, yun na, let's say, yung sabi mo si Lady Gaga sa House of Gucci. Is it because of her method acting na kaya mo na buy na she can be Patrizia Reggiani?
Yes.
Yan? How so? How so?
Because she shed off her Lady Gaga persona. The very big personality behind the character. So, yes, it made me more committed to the story of the movie.
Okay.
Kasi, I did not see Lady Gaga as Lady Gaga, the big pop star icon.
So, if I'm getting this correctly, for you, okay, authenticity in acting means the actor or actress losing their meta
Persona.
reputation.
Yeah.
Kumbaga.
Yes.
Yun.
Another example would be Charlize Theron sa Monster.
Yun.
Kasi ang ganda-ganda ni Charlize Theron, everybody knows that. She's known for her beauty and her statuesque physique, di ba? O yan, kasasabi ko lang. When she did Monster, there was no shade of that Charlize Theron in that character, which made you experience it more. Kasi if she did not do method acting, if she just acted it, hindi iba yung magiging experience mo
True.
Another would be Leonardo DiCaprio in The Revenant.
Tama.
Kasi you know him as this playboy, dad bod dude who dates supermodels, di ba? Pero dun sa Revenant, parang he's nothing like that on screen. So you would mas invested ka dun sa role na ginagampanan niya if you don't see his outside personality on screen when he's doing the role.
That's true. Sige, let's transition to what you said. Okay, about yung kay Leo DiCaprio in The Revenant. Would you say na going that far is a con? Kasi kung pros and cons na con siya for method acting, yung ganun ka-extreme. Na parang, did he really have to eat a bison liver on camera? I mean, did he really have to parang sleep inside a carcass in sub-zero temperatures just to give us authenticity, would you say? Na was that necessary?
Well, there's also this thing called marketing, especially if you're vying for an Oscar,
I mean,
wh-
sure.
which he got. Which he got. So, worth it lahat yung pinagagawa niyang yun.
Okay, sure.
Diba?
I mean, oo.
Whether you say it's more effective or not,
True.
it worked.
Mm.
So, yeah. I think that those are just appearances na lang para sa media. Para merong may isulat tungkol sa kanya. That's
Pero-
marketing
Pero
side.
hindi, totoo yun eh.
Yes, I know.
Those were really, that's how far the production took it. Talagang, I mean, kulang na lang kumuha sila ng totoong bear at bugbugin si DiCaprio dun sa gitna ng Revenant.
Pero
diba?
if that's his process, why should we question that, diba? And it won him an Oscar, so
Well, I mean, Ledger won an Oscar as well. Pero he wasn't around to enjoy it.
ayun lang. Parang you have to really watch yourself and your sanity, I guess, your mental state. Kasi nga, it can take you overboard
That's true.
if you're not careful, diba?
True. Kasi, ang dami naman ding ibang examples of, I would say, method acting na hindi naman siguro yung destructive
Mm.
sa mga tao sa paligid nung actor
Oo.
or actress on set,
Yes, yes.
even to themselves. Like, let's say, sige, I guess this is one of the lesser method acting examples, pero yung kay Meryl Streep
That's
sa
what I'm thinking about.
Devil Wears Prada. Diba? Yung ganun-
Iron Lady, diba? Ibang-iba yung buka ng bibig niya,
Oo.
iba yung accent niya.
True. Pero yung mga ganun na parang she doesn't have to lose herself. I mean, herself.
Kakanta ka
Self. Yung ganun na parang hindi naman niya kailangan maging asshole
Ah.
to anyone else on set. I mean, I would say, kung siguro Miranda Priestley siya,
Mm.
medyo bitch siya ng konti. Well, that's what the role called for. Pero for all intents and purposes, we know that Meryl Streep is one of the nicest people in Hollywood.
Mm.
Di ba? So parang, pwede mo ding sabihin na, and I think you said it earlier, na there's a fine line
Mm.
that these actors must not cross.
Yes.
Otherwise, the damage to themselves or to the ones around them, especially to their loved ones,
Yes.
is sometimes irreparable.
True.
Yon.
Mm-mm.
Kasi, and siguro, I guess, let's go now to the much-awaited part of our discussion here.
Yeah.
What are the ethics of method acting? Kasi it may
I
be
mean,
a joke. Pero, yun na nga sometimes these actors, they take it too far. And then
Yes.
you said it earlier, na some use it as an excuse
Mm.
to do stupid shit.
Yes.
Namely,
Maris Racal
Maurice
and
Racal and
Anthony
Anthony Jennings.
Jennings.
So,
The hot topic of December. Sila yung mga alay.
nakalimutan na natin yung pinagagawa ng mga nasa gobyerno dahil sa kanilang dalawa.
Oo. Na-relax bigla yung
Si Young.
Oo.
Uh-huh.
Biglang hindi na sila pinag-usapan.
Biglang
Na-pivot. Pivot!
Nag-pivot. Pero yun. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure
Mm.
for 70% of the people listening here, you
Yeah.
already know what happened. Okay? If you're part of the 30%, like I am, merong mga screenshots
you
na...
can't escape the memes. You can't escape the timeline summaries. You
Yun,
can't
the
escape it
screenshots.
kahit sa gym, kahit yung...
Masabi
It's
ko lang to,
everywhere.
yung trainer ko, nagpagkatas ko mag-set ng isang parang exercise. Kaya ba naman tanongin, Sir, ano yung meron dun sa yung kay Maris Racal? Wala kang tatanong mo. Wala kang tatanong mo. Tapos ang nakakatawa pa dun, nasagot ko naman yung tanong niya.
Oo nga. See, I told you.
Hindi, pero
You
yung,
know
yung
it.
sordid details.
Uh-huh.
Okay? Just go search. Pero yun na nga
Yeah.
Kaya natin pinag-usapan yun kasi sasabihin nila na excuse nila for doing whatever stupid shit they did was method acting.
Mm.
Kasi daw, love team sila.
Okay. Now, there's a topic that we can talk about.
Yan.
Kasi, dito lang naman, unang-una, it's about the love team concept. Kasi
Yes.
dito lang naman uso yan. Well, actually, may iba-ibang form. Kasi meron din namang pairings sa, like, alimbawa, Julia Roberts and Hugh Grant.
Notting Hill.
Oo, or may mga pairing like Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves. Or,
Keanu Reeves and Winona Ryder.
mm,
Yun, mga ganun.
yung mga ganun na talagang merong
May chemistry.
chemistry
Oo.
na pairing
Mm.
that people love to see on screen.
I mean, recently, I mean, Tom Hanks and Robin Wright.
Oo,
Yun.
di ba? They just reunited
After 30 years.
after 30 years from Forrest Gump to here.
Here.
So
Here,
it's
the movie. Not here.
so
Anyway.
it's not really an exclusive thing sa Pilipinas.
Mm.
Meron ding nangyayari kahit sa Korean, sa K-drama. There are repeated pairings dahil may chemistry sila, and that's normal. Pero ayun nga, there is a fine line between real and real. And you can't really make method acting an excuse for that. Kasi unless you really did method acting pero for the wrong reason. For me,
Yun.
for me.
Yun yung masasabi mo. Na parang, is that acting or is that really who you are as a person? Yan, na parang gagamit ka lang ng parang established na thing para lang pagtakpan yung kabalbalan mo. Yun.
Actually, that's a very good question that we can also direct to yung mga examples na binigay natin kanina, katulad ni Jared Leto.
Example dito, yun. Jared Leto is an asshole.
He's a creep.
He's a weirdo. What the hell is he doing here?
He doesn't
Yun,
belong
he doesn't belong here.
Okay, tama.
Yun. I mean, we can talk about his many controversies, pero that's a topic for another time. Na apparently may kulto din siya, di ba?
He's a creep.
He's a grade A creep talaga.
Yeah. Oo.
Pero yun na nga nung nag-joker siya, biglang may excuse siyang maging asshole out in the open. Parang, talaga
In
ba?
the guise of
Being the Joker.
quote-unquote method acting.
Bleh.
Yon. Nakahanap sila ng excuse.
Yun.
So, when you say method acting, would you say na parang ganun din yung nangyari kay Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie sa Mr. and Mrs. Smith? They also did method acting, meaning they method acted ang pagiging mag-asawa? I mean, is that still ethical?
Nag-method sila. Method acting. Calendar method acting.
Oh my God. Google that, kids.
Wala, di na namin mga bata yun ngayon.
Oh, who cares about that anymore?
Kalimot na ngayon eh.
Okay. Pero ayun nga, so going back to Marquez and Anthony being on a love team. I haven't watched actually their show kung saan sila paired up.
I mean, the last time I saw Marisa Nakal in anything was she was also a creep in Marupok A+.
Ayun,
Or Where's
baka
the Lie?
yun, I can see how it can be method acting for her.
Method acting mo yun? Parang totoo naman yun eh. I mean, now that we're hearing all of these
It's the
things.
Jared Leto style of method acting.
Yes, Jared Leto school of method acting.
Yeah.
Kawawa naman si Stanislav. Sabi niya, what
Finally.
about me?
There's an excuse to be myself.
Oo, yun. Kasi marang, ano mo yung, siguro, sige, pinag-uusapan na kanina na pros and cons of method acting is authenticity. Na you see that an actor inhibiting a role adds to parang an authentic depth to the film.
Yeah, and the performance itself. Yeah.
Pero kasi, kung discerning kang manonood, may point na habang pinapanood mo yung scene, parang kang, shit, parang hindi na to acting ah. Parang totoo to. And given that these actors and actresses' lives are public, so to speak, one can put two and two together and parang infer na, okay, this jives with parang whatever we're hearing about who this person is in public or in real life. Yun. Kaya, grabe yung disservice na ginagawa ng mga ganitong umaabuso sa method acting eh. Na it's supposed to be a technique,
An acting process.
And
an internal process, if I should say so.
Kasi ito, sabihin ko hindi ko lang, kasi puro natin ginamit mga local, international examples eh. Kagamit ako ng local example, recent lang yung, pwede ko sabihin na nag-method acting, si Cedric Juan, at saka si Enchong D, sa Gumburza.
Did they?
I would say na that is method acting. We can't confirm it, of course, yet, unless they say. Pero, ganun mo makikita na na-embody nila yung mga roles nila. Diba? Tama ba si Cedric Gomez?
Hindi. Si Burgos.
Burgos, yun, si Padre Burgos. Na you felt na you weren't watching Cedric Juan on screen. You were watching Padre Burgos. Jose Burgos, the days before he was executed. Same dun sa kay Enchong D, na yung si Mariano, tama ba?
Zamora.
Si Zamora.
Yeah.
Sorry. Zamora, si Padre Zamora. Yon.
Jacinto siya.
Jacinto Zamora, sorry, my bad. Na, lalo na yung part dun sa dulo, na talagang And history backs him up na apparently Padre Jacinto Zamora was catatonic at the time of execution. Talagang ganun.
Dissociated na siya sa reality.
Oo.
Yeah.
That they both were able to parang embody their roles, and you didn't see a shred of Enchong D and Cedric Juan in their performances. And he was rightfully parang rewarded for their roles, silang dalawa.
Yes.
Or lauded, kumbaga. Kaya hindi mo masasabi na parang, ang method acting pang ano lang yan, pang kanu lang yan, pang Hollywood. Hindi, meron tayong magaling na examples dito.
Yes. I think Sid Lucero is also a method actor.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oo.
Parang he really dives deep into his roles.
Yun.
To the point na, alam mo yon, he becomes a completely different person on screen. Hindi mo na makikita yung shred ng ibang performances niya from other roles eh.
That's true. That is true. Yung kung sino siya sa Errand is different from him in Outside, and I am excited to see him in The Kingdom.
He's also in Topak, no? Tama ba?
Tama ba siya? Tingnan natin.
Alam ko dalawa yung MMFF niya eh.
Tingnan natin. Sige. Pero yun na nga. Yan. Isa siya sa mga talagang sobrang galing na method actors natin sa Pilipinas today.
I mean, John Lloyd Cruz also.
Alam ko, ay Topak. Yan. Topak and The Kingdom. Tama ka. Yan. John Lloyd. Pero kasi si John Lloyd, siya yung sabihin kong nasa category ni Lady Gaga eh. Na method actor na napaka-big. He's a very huge personality.
Yeah.
Off screen. Na talagang when you see him on screen,
it's very, very hard to forget.
It's very hard to forget who he is. But he makes you forget.
Yes.
That's the awesomeness of John Lloyd as well. Yun. Ayoko sabihin na nagagawa na niya, pero he's on the way there. Hopefully.
Well, he's been working with a lot of authors, so...
Oo, alam ko si John Lloyd. Pero sasabi ko na may isa na parang sana ma-embody niya or parang ma-take on niya yung ganun na pag-acting ni John Lloyd kasi, I mean, obvious naman na ginagaya niya. Gusto ko makakita ng out of the normal roles to si Joshua Garcia. I think he's fantastic. Sige, I hate the film with all my guts. Pero I would say na hindi ko makita yung Joshua Garcia dun sa Fruitcake.
Dun sa,
sa role niya. Yung probinsyano role niya.
Ano yun?
Fruitcake.
Oo. Tsaka dun sa isa niyang Unhappy for You. Magkaibang magkaiba.
Medyo parang Joshua Garcia. Yun yung ina-expect mong Joshua Garcia.
Kasi Love Team yun.
Yun yung
Love Team movie eh.
Oo, pero yung Fruitcake kasi, yun yung parang, okay, this dude is just lampooning he's lampooning his image to the point of parang near method. Unfortunately, the film around him is shit. Pero isa siya dun sa mga bright spots ng scene na yun.
He was able to completely, chameleonic siya.
Yan.
Na-shed niya yung parang heartthrob, matinee idol vibe niya.
Yan.
Kaya
hindi mo masasabing excuse na parang ang Pilipino walang method actor eh. Kaya yung sinabi ni Marisa Lacal tsaka ni Jennings na parang method yun, parang fuck you.
Well, we should be seeing that on screen. Pero yung
not on their screens, on our screens.
Yeah. Wow, nasan yung ebidensya na nag-method acting sila?
Calendar method sila.
Pero yeah, parang this is a public service announcement na that is not method acting. Cheating is not method acting.
Okay.
You can't really equate that.
Yes. Okay? Hindi yun we want to set the record straight. Okay? Being an asshole is not method acting. You're just an asshole. If you do that off screen. Okay?
Yeah.
Ngayon, sana, di mga nakikinig sa atin, okay, they're of the discerning kind naman. Pero for those of you na, I would say are somewhat impressionable at this point in time, yun nga, we, not just me, we implore you to educate yourselves and read up on what true method acting is, yung Stanislav's system. Yun ang method acting. Tangina, hindi yung excuse nung dalawang kumod na yun. Hindi method acting ang paglalandi.
Ayun lang, just to set the record straight, bago pa siya mag-morph into something else entirely, like the terms nonchalant and very... mindful, very demure, na nawalan na ng meaning yung mga words na yon because it was so overused in the wrong sense.
Oo.
Diba?
At kahit sabihin natin na tama yung pagkakagamit niya grammatically, para siyang a word uses all its power when it's overused.
So we don't wanna, we don't want it to happen na mag-lose ng power yung term na method acting because it's a very,
It's a very powerful acting tool.
yes.
Talaga. For these people to bastardize what that means is a fucking disgrace. Talaga. Hay nako.
Mag-Comedy Manila na nga lang tayo.
Oo, babalik kami doon talaga. Yan.
Okay, so now, ayan, para mawala na yung stress natin. We now go over to our Cine Geeks post-credits picks. Here's the film that we also saw recently, and we'll just go over real quick as well. So for the only entry in this week's post-credit picks, or PCP, we
Okay, may ibig
saw...
sabihin ng PCP.
Ay, ang ganda.
Huwag na. Post-credit pics na lang yan. Baka,
Okay.
baka,
Okay.
please open the door.
Okay.
Okay, so.
We saw, ayan, we saw Heretic.
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 Heretic. Yes.
Erehe.
Yes. Starring, of course, Hugh Grant alongside Sophie Thatcher and Chloe East. So,
Newcomers.
I wouldn't say newcomers. Medyo ano naman sila. I wouldn't say established din naman. Pero they have a few roles naman under their belts
okay.
each. Mga young actresses pa lang naman. Pero I wouldn't fault you for thinking na parang isa sa mga bago, mga only roles to. Pero yan, they've been around for a while. Chloe and Sophie. So, Heretic, just real quick, is about two Latter-day Saints missionaries who go and knock on the door of this weirdo portrayed by Hugh Grant.
Yeah.
And he proceeds to challenge everything that they know about not just their own faith, but faith in general.
Ganda.
That's one of the best movies we've seen this year.
So well written. So intelligent.
So intelligent. Another reminder, never to doubt A24.
Yes.
Kapag may
Did
nagtumawag
you?
sa atin. Kasi, may kasabay kasi itong premiere na to.
Okay.
Yun. May kasabay kasi siyang sining isa.
We did still see it though.
Yun. But
Buti nga hindi siya nawala kaagad.
a week too late. Yun. In my opinion. We should have seen it the first time we were invited.
Well.
Yan. So anytime they say na, ay, A24. Yes. A24 takes precedent.
Better late than never.
True. Kasi, yun na nga, sabi mo, it's intense. So well written.
Yes.
Lalo na yung may isang monologue dito na talagang, yay! Philosophy 101.
Yeah. This is a philosophy major sweat dream.
It is. May nakita nga ako din sa sa Letterboxd, may nagsabi na parang, ngayon lang daw siya nakakita ng isang atheist Redditor portrayed on screen.
Our religion.
Our religion. Pero yun na nga parang siyang, it's so smart. I wouldn't say naman na it's a perfect film kasi it gets to a point where it loses steam.
Yes.
Then, especially towards the end. Pero for the first, let's say, hour and 10 minutes,
First to second act,
sobrang niyang electric, talagang edge of your seat.
grabe,
At hindi
no?
dahil sa action at hindi dahil sa takutan, dahil din sa dialogue.
And the tension building
Oo.
din.
Galing.
Love it.
Sobrang galing. By the way, just to point out, this was directed and written by Scott Beck and Brian Woods. Also, the writers and executive producers of the first A Quiet Place movie.
Yeah, I can
So,
feel the tension building.
Yun. Talagang master sila in building tension. Medyo up and down yung kanilang naging mga filmography in between A Quiet Place and Heretic. Pero I wouldn't discount them. Or anytime they have something coming out. Talagang pag sabing Scott Beck, Brian Woods, okay, you have my attention.
Yeah, we'll watch them closely.
Oo. Anything to add? Hopefully you still can catch this in theaters kasi unti-unti na nalalagas yung mga dito, yung mga theater count niya.
I'm pretty sure this will have a second
Live in streaming.
Sana. This is gonna be a cult favorite, especially sa mga Our Religion dudes.
Oo. Yes.
Para siyang isang subreddit thread written as a screenplay.
Para siyang masasagutan ng mga Nasa our religion.
Diba? Well, actually,
Ganun. And if you want to see Hugh Grant do an excellent Jar Jar Binks impression,
yeah.
get your tickets now.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Ako, I give it an A-. Ikaw, rating mo dun?
I give it a B+.
Okay. Bakit?
Yeah. Dahil lang dun sa last act,
Medyo
parang it did
nag-falter
not
lang.
really stick the landing for me.
That's true. Ay, ako naman, I would give, parang anytime may role na ganito si Hugh Grant, it's like catnip. Parang siyang, he was born to play assholes. Oh, method.
Even more than Oompa Loompa.
The Oompa Loompa was an asshole. Dun sa Wonka. Oh,
touche.
Method din.
Method.
Is he method talaga? Or is he an asshole?
Did he become a chocolatier? Sa Wonka. Yun yung method niya doon.
Ayoko. May isa ako naisip na joke kasi baka I think that's a line too far.
Do not cross that
Don't
line.
cross that line. Pero yun, kasi di ba puro siya mga heartthrob nun.
Oo.
Tapos biglang ang role niya
Rom-com
ngayon.
dude din siya nun eh.
Ang role na niya ngayon, puro yung mga sardonic na mga quippy assholes. Di ba? So, was he a quippy sardonic asshole all along? Kaya ang ganda ng mga portrayal niya ngayon?
Baka method acting lang yung pagiging
Heartthrob
niya.
Tapos
Yung
gago
parang
talaga
boy
siya.
next door
Oo.
vibe niya. That
Gago
was the
talaga siya.
method. Oo. Finally, an excuse to be my true self.
Oo. Pero at least, kudos to him kasi, okay, medyo pull back your as holiness.
Pwede kapag ka nasa labas ka, o kaya kasama yung mga taong ayaw mo. Tapos, coops ka. Tapos sabihin nila, bakit sama ng ugali mo?
Ay, nagano ako.
No method acting lang to. This is my process. Just respect my process, okay?
Shing, edi shing.
Editing.
Ay, nako. Anyway, average. Dun sa atin, B+. Still a recommendation.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you can still catch it in cinemas. Or if not, I'm pretty sure streaming or other sources. You can, if you can see my eyebrows. Sana video podcast tayo gumagalaw din yung eyebrows ko ngayon.
Yeah.
Sources.
Let us know, guys, if you want us to do a video podcast.
Yes.
Please, we want to know your thoughts. Just sound off on our comment section.
And also, we'd love to hear from you about what you thought about our topics today, like our trip to Brickwall, the method acting discussion, and our mini review of Heretic. Comment in our social media accounts or down below on our Spotify episode page.
And once again, we just want to remind everyone who hasn't done so to follow our pod wherever you listen to podcasts like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. And of course, while you're at it, give us a 5-star rating. Pamasko nyo na lang sa amin.
Merry Christmas po.
Merry Christmas!
Pasko po.
Yan. So, ayun.
Yes, if you had fun or learned something new during this episode. So, for my co-host Angela, this has been Roy. Thank you for listening to the Cine Geeks podcast, where movies, TV, and all things geek collide.